bullying, but for bringing the company's reputation into disrepute?
Most definitely, Alan. I think we spoke about this in the previous show, where I spoke about a matter where someone worked for a massive chain store and they were being bullied by a co-employee. But because it was a massive chain store, we managed to resolve the situation as we transferred the one employee that was being bullied to another store. Now, the issue where employers have difficulties when there's only one business or one company, how would they resolve the situation? You see, what's quite important is that companies must have policies to regulate this process. It's very difficult if they actually take the law into their own hands by trying to dismiss an employee but not having the necessary policies in place. So they must have a policy where they indicate that an employee must go into a grievance procedure. They must have a grievance, obviously put it down in writing, indicate what the grievance is, and if the employee is harassing a co-employee, they must be disciplined. They must be either put into a disciplinary hearing, and it just depends what sort of conduct is, it is. If it's sexual in nature and so forth, then it's quite serious. The co-employee might be suspended for that particular conduct.
So the employer must have a policy. If the policy is non-existent, Linesson, could the employee who's violating the other person's right, could they still be held accountable?
They certainly could, and I think just to go back to what he spoke about, I don't share the view that just moving the person solves the problem. I mean, even if you've got 30 stores in your chain, that doesn't address the issue. If the person is a bully, then we need to get to the bottom of why this is happening. If there's no policy in place, doesn't mean that the employee gets away scot-free. Every incident can be dealt with on a case-to-case basis. You know what I mean? It's unique in that way, and surely there must be some sort of disciplinary procedure that is in place, and then each case must be dealt with on its merit. And I think the most important tip that I can give to any employee that's experiencing this or knows about something of this sort is, when you engage your employer, even if they don't have a policy in place, keep documentation of everything that you do. In that case, when you end up in the CCMA or you end up in the labor court, you have a timeline of events. I reported it on this date, my employer didn't do, or these are the steps that he's taken. So that will help us greatly when you come to us with a problem, because we can then assist you and you have proof of what you've tried to do to solve the problem.
So that's good advice. Document